So Sean Strickland is being sued by this guy, Derek Moneyberg, for apparently spreading rumors and false information about him. And I think that this might blow up in this Moneyberg guy's face. If you're wondering, like I was very recently, who is Derek Moneyberg, he's this guy. Okay. Napoleon Bonaparte did an awesome video on him. It's over an hour, and I watched the whole thing. To give you the TLDR, basically, Moneyberg used to be this guy called Dale Buskowski. He was like masking a past identity with domestic battery and like different criminal charges. And so he changed his name to Derek Moneyberg. He was initially a pickup artist coach who then changed to like a wealth coach, basically just like copy pasted his exact like funnel and offer into being a wealth coach. He propped up his image by paying for like a bunch of articles. So if you click on this link in his bio and scroll down, like all of these articles you see, Forbes, Entrepreneur, The Sun, everything like that, this is all paid for. Um, he This was like stated in court that a lot of these articles, if not all of them, have been paid for. He forces his clients to of this like crappy coaching program that he has to like give reviews halfway through the program before they're actually finished. Otherwise, they're not actually able to access the rest of it. And he uses the image that he's creating with these UFC fighters where he's earned his BJJ black belt to help peddle this crappy course where it's basically like a ChatGPT version of like a wealth management course that you would hate. And this is all my opinion after watching the video, but the biggest thing that people are pissed about is that he has this like fake BJJ black belt from Jake Shields after doing it in like 3.5 years. And when you look at most of the footage of Derek Moneyberg doing drills with these people, his form looks terrible. It makes no sense, like what he's doing, and there's zero footage whatsoever of him rolling. Like, the interesting comments that go back and forth between Moneyberg and Sean Strickland, I was trying to find them for ages. I found them in a different video, but as I was going through, it's funny. I was scrolling through here and saw this one from the Footlock Life. At Derek Moneyberg, congratulations on your monumental promotion. Would you consider sharing videos of your rolling sessions with these legends? I tried looking on your page but didn't see anything, and I'm sure with your marketing mind you have quite a few. Would love to learn from your journey. And then he goes, just DM'd you. Oh, sorry. There's some of the other replies are gone. Oh, Jake Shields goes, he only trains with UFC and Jiu-Jitsu world champions who typically don't post sparring. Where do you live? Maybe you can come roll with us. So he only trains with UFC and Jiu-Jitsu world champions who typically don't post sparring. And then somebody else was like, what are you talking about, Jake? There's literally thousands of hours of rolling and sparring footage from BJJ MMA champs on YouTube. I can look up videos of Marcelo, Roger, Rafa, Gordon, and Mika all rolling, which is very true. And it is super weird that you can't find any footage of this guy rolling whatsoever, right? So basically, he's a super fraud, and he's had interviews with like every fighter you could imagine, like Valentina Shevchenko, all the way to like the Rich Franklins, the Michael Chandlers, all these guys that basically look like they are being held hostage to have this terrible interview that's getting no views. It's very clear that he's using bots to basically prop up all the views and subscribers on his videos as well. So he's basically just created this super fake image about like who he is to sell this like crappy wealth course, which it's like $7,500, right? And I don't even understand how he must be paying these fighters so much money, especially based on like the comments of what Sean Strickland says that Jake Shields said. So it doesn't make sense to me necessarily, but I feel like this guy is just a classic snake oil con man, like, and the fact that he's creeping into like MMA, and I get that these MMA fighters like didn't maybe make as much in their career as they probably should have and don't have any way to make money now, so they're just going to take it, but like it is really gross. So anyway, let's get to the video of Sean Strickland talking to Derek Moneyberg. The caption is, I've paid for my freedom with blood. I tried to walk away from this conversation, but he followed me. I pulled out a camera because this conversation would have been manipulated on a podcast. What I say is the truth. I wish you the best and thank you for helping UFC who are underpaid that have to do this to pay the mortgage. I'm not the one. So just to make sure we start from the start.
Crazy enough, guys. Look who I ran into. This guy's real big, real jack. He says, why do I call him a scumbag on the internet? This is
Why do I call him a scumbag on air?
why I asked him. And again, you could say...
So you got to do that for camera. You can't have a private conversation like an adult. You can only do things for the internet. You can't have a private
because
conversation.
what I have to say is factual. And you guys...
It's not factual.
So you guys, let me tell you why I don't... Would I like to get free money from this guy? Yeah, sure. Would I pay me money for...
But Sean, when I just asked you, hey, you have a...
He just cuts him off mid-sentence. Would I love to get free money from this guy? Sure. Which is basically what these fighters are doing, right? They're just taking the bag. Like, you got Gilbert Burns, you've got Joanna Jędrzejczyk, you got all of these fighters. Like, the list goes on and on and on. It's actually crazy. Oh, why am I blanking on her name? The chick that just won the belt that's going to face Amanda Nunes. Oh, that's so annoying. Whatever. The blonde wrestler girl, the judo girl, that looks like a man. Fuck, why am I missing this? Anyway, she's there getting interviewed by it. It's ridiculous.
Well, you asked me why I called you a scumbag.
Then you need to have your camera. You can only talk on the internet.
But I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I called you a scumbag.
Only on the internet.
But I'll tell you why I called you a scumbag.
You're the one being the fucking scumbag right now.
No, I'll tell you why.
I'm saying it to your face.
I'll tell you why.
You're the one being the fucking
Just tell us why. Sean, tell us why you'll call him a scumbag, please.
scumbag right now.
I love my fans more than anything, you guys. And would I love to go take free money from this guy and peddle? Yeah, would I love to make free money from this guy? I would. I absolutely fucking would. I fucking would love to. But this man takes advantage of low-paid UFC fighters who are great men who are just trying to make their mortgage and live a life. And he takes advantage of these men and he uses their platform to peddle financial scams and he sues people. And what he does is so dishonest and so scummy that no, I will not. Just because you're nice and you shake my hand and you say you're my buddy, no. You are a fraud. You are dishonest. You fraud people. This is why you don't want to be on camera, because you know everything I say is true. You've sued your people. I will never peddle his shit to you guys because I love you guys, man. Financial advice is easy. It's easy. Invest in solid mutual funds. Have a high yield account. You can buy individual stocks, but it's risky. I wouldn't recommend it unless you really pay attention. Real estate also risky. Your best real estate investment is going to be your first house when interest rates are better.
Okay, thanks, Sean. We get it. Financial advice here. Don't be an idiot. I don't know why anyone would pay Derek Moneyberg $7,500 to have his wealth management advice. It just seems insane, and I don't even understand what having UFC fighters in interviews does to really help like boost the image. It just makes me think that there's like so many people out there that are so easy to scam that if you put any type of celebrity status near the con man, they just go, oh yeah, he must be legit. It's okay. But when I first saw this video, I remember being like, Sean, what are you doing? Are you just can you get into fighting or something like that? I know you're sort of suspended right now and stuff, but like, are you just clout chasing to get a video because, I'd heard some stuff about this guy? But honestly, when I went through that Napoleon Bonaparte video, and I really do recommend going and like checking it out if you want a deeper dive into how effed up this guy is, it's actually pretty good what Sean's doing here. Like, this guy is scamming people and using UFC fighters to build his fake image to get people to give him $7,500 of their money when they're trying to save money. Like, it's insane. And I'm glad that this is like coming to light. The thing that I'm finding really interesting about it is that, again, this guy's paying these fighters so much money to get his black belt, to train with him, to be on interviews with him and everything like that. Like, look at all of the stuff that he's doing with all of these different fighters consistently, and this has to all be paid. All these articles paid for him. Caio Borralho, look at this stuff. Andrei Arlovski, like, come on. how is he getting a return on investment on all of this advertising? Like, he can't really be generating that many sales on his course to pay for all of this stuff, is it? Or is there like some other element of where he's monetizing here? Because I heard him a cheater. Like, come on. He's, having conversations with these Brazilian fighters. He doesn't even speak Portuguese. It's crazy. So I'm glad, but this guy is now suing Sean Strickland, right? He's even got like Gordon Ryan on this video here, basically talking about how it's totally feasible that he would have been able to get to BJJ black belt in 3.5 years. And it's like he's also trained with Gordon Ryan, and I'm sure paid him a boatload of money. And it's like, what is going on? But anyway, apparently he's going to be suing Sean. I wasn't able to find these comments anywhere, but thankfully Full Mount has stored them. So from Derek Moneyberg, I don't recall ever meeting someone so insincere as at Sean Strickland seems to be. I've been a gentleman to this guy in every way. I've informed him and others have informed him that he is maliciously spreading lies and false information about me and my business. He has had numerous opportunities to stop and apologize. He continues to spread lies, however, so now we will go to court, and Sean will reimburse me for the damages he has created. Unfortunately, that is now the reality of the situation. So I've informed him and others have informed him that he's maliciously spreading lies and false information about me and my business, and I'm going to sue him. And then Sean responds and says, well, I'll tell you what, buddy. When you sue me, and we call in Jake Shields, and in a room full of people, we put him in a deposition where he's said he's good, but I mean, he paid me over $500,000. How do you think I know you exist? Fighters who you paid to peddle your BS sent me your page. These are guys you paid, lol. And that being said, you're in Vegas all the time. Roll through, sign a waiver. God, I would love to. I see Sean Strickland fighting all these influencers. This is the one influencer I would actually love to see Sean Strickland fight, honestly. Strickland's out here doing the Lord's work for the MMA universe, keeping its credibility right now, honestly, with this thing. Even though he's done so much damage to MMA's credibility, he is also really helping in this one situation. So Strickland then responds and says, Jake said that in a room full of people that would gladly testify under oath. So he said, he's good, but I mean, he paid me over $500,000 in front of a room full of people that would gladly testify under oath. He goes on to say, I'll even quote your boy that was said in front of at least 10 people and is probably on gym footage, quote, Sean, he's loaded, just take the J money. LMAO. That is pretty funny that Jake Shields would say that, because when you factor in some of the content that Jake Shields has made in the past, I wouldn't be surprised if he's like, yeah, give me that J money. Jake Shields said that in front of the gym, says Strickland. Derek Moneyberg then responds and says, at Sean Strickland, I tried endlessly to sort things out with you respectfully and privately. You are great at pretending to be someone you are not to the public. I've been face to face with you. In my opinion, you are not the man you pretend to be. You aren't allowed to spread and invent lies to damage my reputation or my business. I have zero fear of depositions or trials. He means trials. All the facts are on my side. I won't be communicating with you again, but my law firm will. And this guy has sued people before. So there was Spencer Cornell or something like that. He does like takedowns of fraud courses. He's basically like old school CoffeeZilla. He did a video or a series taking down this course and showing how bullcrap it was, basically, and how it was like just a complete waste of money. And he sued him frivolously. Derek Moneyberg sued Spencer frivolously, costing Spencer like $300,000 in lawyer fees. And all of it was proven to be valid, everything that Spencer was doing. So it was just like a frivolous lawsuit. But yeah, honestly, I'm really glad that Sean Strickland is putting an eye on this, and it will be funny to see how this pans out. Sean Strickland's got the money to go to court, man. He was saying on something with like the Aiden Ross that he has like, I think he said like $4 or $7 million or something like that at this point. This guy can afford the lawyers. He's good. He's probably even got some type of like insurance that would cover lawyers for this type of exact specific thing, given how much crap he talks. So I'm here for it. Again, if you want to learn more about this Derek Moneyberg guy, Napoleon Bonaparte, this video is really, really good. He does a lot of research to figure out about the fake accounts that are botting and everything like that. And it's just a really good synopsis of why this guy is such a bad figure in MMA and why the MMA community should really get together and push back against him so that he can't like scam other people on the backs of just having a bunch of famous UFC fighters on interview with him. Again, it's like you should just go through Mike Brown. Okay, these ones actually. Dustin Poirier. Look at Dustin Poirier. It's like insane. It's insane that he gets to like use Dustin Poirier wearing his shitty shirt to pretend like oh, you're not even seeing Dustin Poirier's face because of my big dumb head. Anyway, it's about time I say goodbye. This is the video. I think this is crazy. I'm here for Sean Strickland to make this guy look like a fool. If this goes to court, I'll be super interested. All the YouTube stuff. If you like the video, like it, subscribe, comment, check out Napoleon Bonaparte's video. See you later.